Welcome to What's in the Bag, where we give the voice to the voiceless and we let you say whatever is on your mind. My name is Marvina and I am your host.
Bigot.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome, y'all, to another segment of Early Morning Coffee with Marvina and my BFF Eva. We welcome you.
Yes.
I
Good
am
morning. Good
so
morning.
excited this morning. I got my little headphones, my little noise isolation. I got my babies and grandbabies and the nieces and the cousins and everybody. We all together still from having a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I hope everyone who had a good Thanksgiving, because mine was good, baby. It was delicious. I'm telling you, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. My sister, baby. Let me tell you something. Wait, before I say that, let me do this. I have a delicious. Oh, look, I got my cup back. Remember last week I didn't have my cup back. I got my cup. I found my cup, and in this cup I got some good old Great Value. Great Value, yeah. I know that's the little low brand, but let me tell you something. It's a caramel cream, baby. Let me tell you something. That's some good stuff, baby. I have some caramel mocha delight creamer, baby, with some sugar, baby. When I say that's a good baby, that's some good stuff.
Sugar
My
baby.
sister, yeah, baby. My sister turned me on to it when I say it is delish. It's delish. And before I start yapping off my gums and start talking about whatever, I want to go ahead and introduce to some and present to others my BEEEEFFFFFF Eva. Hey, Eva. Good morning,
Good morning. Good morning. Good
BFF.
morning. Good morning.
My BFF been
Well,
sick.
I had a wonderful. Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead.
me again, Lord.
Yeah.
It's me.
Standing on the need
Um,
of prayer.
I this morning I'm drinking my 8 o'clock original coffee with some hazelnut, and I've been out of coffee for a few days. That may be why I'm sick. I've been out of coffee for almost a week. Um, but I got my coffee going and so on and so forth. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving and then got sick the very next day. Nobody else got
You,
sick except for me.
well, and
Thank you.
that's not unusual. I mean, you sneeze on you or somebody come by you with a little bug or you're down. You're down for the count.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
paid. That's paid to lupus. Lupus kind of messes up with her her,
yeah.
her her immune system. So a lot of
My immune
times,
system. Yeah,
yeah, a lot of times where we have these little colds and these little headaches, hers is so extreme. It takes her out, down. Well, not out, but down. You ain't never
yeah.
out. You down, but never out. But
I'm never
anyway,
out.
I know, baby.
Just believe
No,
that.
no, man. You see you right here. Well, let me tell y'all what I was getting ready to say when I started. I want to talk about Thanksgiving. Everybody. I mean, granted, I love Thanksgiving. I love the holidays from Halloween all the way down to Christmas. I know people like Halloween, but that's the day I could be crazy. I could dress up like I want. I could act a fool if I want, and I could beg for candy, and don't nobody can say nothing. All they can do is give me a treat or a treat, and I normally get the treat. But Thanksgiving, my God, my sister, she cooked. I felt like, sometimes when we at your other people's house, which is your family members, they know their kitchen, they gonna cook good, they gonna get down. So I was waiting on this dinner, baby. Boy, that dinner was so good. I mean, my mom could tell you, good morning. My mom get my stepdad and everybody who came up in here, baby, that food was so good. We had oxtails. They had ham. I don't eat ham. They had ham. They had turkey. I mean, we had turkey. We had chicken. Oh my God. And then the sides, man, that collard greens with those cabbage sticks together, baby. Oh my God. And we was macaroni and cheese. Let me say, we had all the trimmings. And then we had a chance to hang out with our family. And I wanted to really talk about that. I really want to talk about, the reason for the season. And I thought my mom,
Yes,
good
yes.
morning, Mom. I just thought that this would be a great time since we're finished with Thanksgiving and now we get ready to go into Christmas. And a lot of times this time of the
Mm-hmm.
year is sad for a lot of people because even from the COVID with people passing away, people losing loved ones and things like
Right.
that, family members gone and even the dysfunctions that you have in your family where you're not talking to one another. And that's another way, you know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of, we got to look at the reasons for the season, you know what I'm saying? So before we do that, I thought we would go ahead on and do what we haven't done in a minute. We get ready to do a What's in the What's in the What's in the What's in the Bag review. We get ready to do a review. We get ready to do our What's in the Bag review. And I'm excited.
Yes, yes.
I'm ready to talk about this one because I'm still getting to the point where I'm trying to figure out what's going on with customer service. I'm going first, Yvonne. I'm gonna let you go this one because I got to get this one out. Because last week,
Go ahead, go ahead.
yeah, I went to a Dollar General on Highway 5 in Douglasville, and I do not like going to this particular Dollar General, and I guess I expect them to be this way. Sometimes when you expect certain ways, it comes to you. Sometimes it's just your train of thought of what you're thinking. But I do not, for some reason, every time I go into this particular dollar store, they either not stocked, they don't have anything. The customer service stinks. Things are all over the place, so you can't find anything. And then when you look for stuff is not in the right order or where it's supposed to be. So this particular day I went and I wanted to go get some tape. I need some tapes to do some boxes. So I went to go get this tape. And when I went over into the area, they had several different types of tape. But there was this one duct tape that I said, well, it would be good. I'm going to go ahead on and get it. But it was in the $4. It was in the area of the $4 where tape supposed to be. So I went to go to, I'm trying to make this short. I went to go pay for it. And when I paid for it, it says $6 and some change. I ain't gonna pay no $6 for no tape. No, you gonna pay no, I ain't not no little bit of tape from no Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, whatever. I mean Dollar General. So I went to the young lady. I said, ma'am, can you please? I said, I have this tape. The tape is basically in the wrong area. I said, it's ringing up $6. So she just ignored me. She looked at me and still ignored me. She looked at me and still act like she didn't hear me, which this happens when I go in that store several times. It's something that they do. They literally ignore you. So when I'm walking through and I'm standing at the register, because they got these self checkout things, these people do not want to work. They do not want to come up to the register and help you with nothing. I'm telling you. So I'm out here like waiting on this lady to come over here to just void it out. Just void it out. So she gets, because I said, ma'am, are you going to help me? What do you mean? I didn't hear you. I said, you didn't hear me. I said, you didn't hear me go through a whole paragraph about it's in the wrong area and I need you to take a, no, I didn't hear you. And I'm saying, ma'am, your attitude, I said, I can't stand coming to this store. She gonna say, well, why do you come? I said, because it was my last store. I said, believe me, I went to another store before I came here. But I need this tape. And exactly what I'm getting. I'm not customer service. What do you mean you're not customer service?
That's right.
What do you mean? You're in the store. I didn't see anyone else in the store. I don't even know if there was anybody else in there because it was just her. And I'm saying to myself, y'all don't understand what we got to go through in this store and how we got to do. I said, ma'am, that has nothing to do with me. I did not choose this for you. I didn't choose. I did not choose this your life decision. I'm so sorry that you got so much to do. All I want to do is get the tape. I'm calling the police. I said, call the police. What you gonna tell them? I'm telling you to do your job. I said, did you ever think about the fact that all you had to do was just come, swipe this, and I would have been about out of here? We wouldn't even have to really
Hmm.
have no words. But for some reason, wherever your chip is, you feel that you need to talk to me and yell at me and tell me what you can't and what you're not doing. And I just say all of this because I'm just really upset. This is the one on Highway 5 in Douglasville. I hope somebody who works there or knows somebody that works there or works for Douglasville who knows anything about Dollar General. This store is a mess. And
Near
as
Bill
far as
Arp Road.
yes, it's on Bill Art Road. And I can't stand it. So as far as I'm concerned, that I give them, I put them, I definitely put them in a trash bag. In the trash bag. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel about it. So,
Hmm.
yeah, that's just how I feel. Um, and
I don't blame you because
it,
that attitude sucks.
it's starting to suck. It's starting to
Yeah.
be really bad. It's really,
And it's not just coming from you because I've been in that store too, and they do.
yeah.
No,
It's
it
real
was.
bad. It's real bad. So I'm gonna go ahead on and I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna give you the floor because you got something you want to review and go ahead on and tell them about.
Yeah. So quick trip. This time it's not about the coffee. I stopped at the quick trip on Candler Road in Decatur and was pleasantly surprised. I was hesitant to stop there because they've been in the news a lot. Carjackings, fights, all types of things going on. But I was so thirsty. I went to dinner and nobody had any diet or sugar free drinks and water. So what was I with the dressing and everything? So I had to take and stop
Mm,
and get something to drink. So when I stopped in there, the first thing that I noticed was how clean the store was
it's a
compared to
blessing.
previous times I had been in the store.
Yeah.
The other thing that I noticed was they had security, which I hate it. That it come down to that, but it
Mm.
made for a very pleasant experience. And then this police officer, Mr. DeKalb County Police Officer. I'm so sorry, sir, I did not get your name, but he was so nice. He was so pleasant. He was so sweet, and he said some things about family that really got me to thinking and got me to this point because he asked me how much turkey did I have. And I said I had a little bit of turkey, but that wasn't the reason for me. And he said, "What was the reason?" I said, "Family." And he started laughing. And he said, "You know what?" He
Mm.
said, "You're so right." He said, "So many people don't get it anymore." He said, "I've heard people come in here all day long talking about, oh, I hope this person not there. Oh, I don't want to be bothered with that person." He said, and I asked one question. I asked the young man. I said, "Would you rather go and see that person on this side?" Or would you
Mm.
rather go and see that person where you're having to say your goodbyes?
Mm.
And he said the young man thought about it and said, you know what, you're right. He flipped it and he said, I sure hope that they're there because I do want to get a chance to see them. And so sometimes it's really
Mm.
all about our mindset and how we think on things. But I just
Mm.
really wanted to give them a shout out. I think you guys have done a wonderful job with cleaning up the store in that area and making it more of a
Wow.
safe experience for people to come into. So my hat is
Wow.
off to you guys, Quick Trip, and my hat is off to Mr. DeKalb County police officer who was in the store and had a very good and positive attitude while working.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. I love it. I was trying to give them our let me see if I can do this right quick. I'm sorry. It's coming. It's coming. So, and it's important. Sometimes it's really important for us to treat treat people right.
Yeah.
We don't even know half of the times why what a person is going through or why they going through something. But then you get into the store and you don't even want to, you giving them that old crazy customer services, and that's to me it's sad, Well, we're gonna go
Hmm.
ahead on and give a quick trip our garment. What is it called? What
Designer
we call
bag.
designer bag. Our designer and
Yes.
applause. We thank them for
Yes.
being such a good, having great
And that's
customer
the quick trip
service.
on Candler
And
Road.
hey. Okay, so you said something that was very important. You were saying that when y'all was talking, you was talking to the police officer, and you told them, the reason for this season. And I really wanted to kind of touch on
Yeah.
that because um, even people that's going through something like right now, and I'll be naked and not ashamed. I got a lot going on behind the scenes, trying to move again and trying to make a lot of decisions, making life choices, knowing that things are changing. I see my life changing. And I had this so many times come out of self and start having to think about what's my reason, what's the reason God is allowing, not that he's put me in the situation that I'm in, because sometimes you can't help what situation you're in,
That's
you
right.
know whether it's losing a family member, or maybe sometimes you just don't get along with family members, or you don't really kind of don't know God allow it, but there's a lesson in this. And I really wanted to
Hmm.
touch on that. I wanted to talk about the reason why. What's the reason for the season? What's the reason
Yeah.
why we coming together on what we call Thanksgiving and then
Yeah.
Christmas and all those things?
Wow.
So you said something about that,
Yeah.
Yvonne. So go ahead and what was
Yeah.
your
So
feeling for the?
yeah, because you had asked me a question that same night we were talking about, our day, our Thanksgiving day, and you said, I said it was weird and different and weird, but not weird in a bad way, weird in a good way. And she said, and Marina asked me, she said, "What do you mean?" I said, for the first time in a very, very long time, we were, on my dad's side, we were all together and there was no animosity, no ill feelings, no pairing off into certain groups, nobody making snide comments or anything. Everybody was genuinely happy to see each other. We loved on each other. I wasn't even for certain that I was going because I wasn't feeling good, so I wasn't for certain if I was going. And I got there like a couple of hours late, but when I walked in, my mom and my siblings were there, my aunties and all my cousins and everybody, and it was just like when we were younger, before life before life got in the way, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, it seemed like everybody left whatever challenges and issues and drama on the other side of the door. And it was
Mm-hmm.
a wonderful and beautiful time and experience that I haven't had with them in a very long time. And it made me really appreciate Thanksgiving because it's not about the food. I could care less about the food. I can come in here and cook my own turkey and dressing and all that other kind of stuff. It's the fellowship. It's the fellowship of being with my family and seeing them and them truly wanting to see me. And that I can't even really put it into words, but it is an awesome and wonderful experience um, that I hope that everybody gets a chance to experience. There's nothing like being around family without drama because we all know, unfortunately, sometimes when families get together, there's drama. But this time there was no drama. It was just peace, love, happiness, jokes, and fun.
Yeah, because it's so precious. I mean, a lot of your family members have gone on to glory, and
Yeah.
you know, and we looking at it now, you start, as you get older anyway, you start looking at it now as, is it about the gifts? Sometimes you look at the gifts and be like, is it about the gifts? Or if is it about the fact that, time is too short, and the gift that we need to be giving one another is the gift of love, compassion,
Mm-hmm.
understanding. Um, there's we can go along every day and we could get a pair of Louis Vuitton pants and all these nice gifts during the holiday, and you can make turkey and dressing and all those things. All that thing's gone. But what about memories?
That's
You
right.
know, a lot of times we forget that a gift is not something that's always wrapped in pieces of paper. God gave us a gift, and it was the son, his son Jesus. He was wrapped in swaddling clothing, but he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
wrapped up in no box
With a
and
bow
he
on it.
with a bow on it, and even in his situation, the circumstances, he wasn't living in no beautiful house. He was in a manger where there was animals. And I had to really think about my situation. Sometimes you just feel like you're supposed to be in a certain time and be a certain way, but then you got to look at, there's always a lesson. Why is it that we are so focused on self that we can't realize that the gifts isn't what goes, is not given to you, is what you give to others?
Mm-hmm.
That compassion, the speaking to them, the being able to love on them. Um, he wasn't. And yes, that I love what you said. Exactly, that's true. I
He
like what my
wasn't
brother
wrapped in
said.
drama. You
He
better
said
say it,
he
Robbie.
wasn't wrapped in drama. No, he wasn't.
Love that. Yes.
It wasn't about drama, and that's what we gotta learn. We gotta
That's
we gotta
right.
step out the drama. And you said something that was profound while you was telling your story. You said your family get together and first time, and we don't have that too much. We don't. When we come together as a family, there's so many of us, but what we do is we cling off to people that we're comfortable with, whether it's the
Mm-hmm.
older people with the older people, maybe this, we do that. Even even if we have issues with one another, when we come together, we kind of leave all of that behind or out the door, and we come to each other,
Mm-hmm.
and and sometimes I wonder if that's good, because it's not a thing sometimes to just say, uh, we're gonna just squash it or not think about that. Then sometimes there's a ground somewhere where you have to confront it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying this, to be not, I'm not trying to knock on or get into anybody, but your gifts sometimes not always in presence. Sometimes you got to gift yourself to be more humble, start
That's right.
seeing yourself, and start mending some of these issues that's going on. Of course, a lot of us can't bring back people that's gone. We can make memories, remember the memories or whatever, but you continue with more memories, which keeping those people alive in the spirit. But if you're here and I'm not being, you got issues with somebody or something, sometimes your gifts, the gift of understanding, maybe not, you don't have to, I'm wrong, you right, you wrong, I'm right type of thing, but start somewhere. Find
Right.
that real gift, anybody can wrap up something and put it in a box or whatever, and put it in some paper and give it to somebody. But how real is that gift?
Mm-hmm.
How real is it? We were talking, Yvonne, about some good gifts to give people during the holiday. I think you were saying something about that. And I was thinking about my pockets. I said, I got 4 grandkids, I got 5 kids, I got a lot going on. And I'm saying to myself, what kind of gift can I give all of my children, you know, and whole? I mean, of course, they're going to want They're gonna want gifts to be wrapped up,
Mhm.
all of that. But one thing I'm learning out of all of this gift giving, I have to give of myself.
There
I
you
gotta
go. Yes.
understand my children. I need for my children to understand me. I can't spite them and because they're who they are. I gotta realize that my kids are grown. I gotta realize that my kids have expectations on me just as well as I got expectations, but we ain't always gonna meet each other's expectations.
That's
And
right.
that's okay.
Yeah.
You see what
It's
I'm
okay.
saying? Even down to parents. I'm sorry, go ahead. I hear you get ready to
Oh,
take
no,
go
no, no,
ahead.
no, 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 no.
Um,
No, go ahead. You were saying even down to parents. Go
and
ahead.
parents, people with their parents and cousins and and it's easy, it's so easy to think that um giving a physical gift or not even giving them a gift, pretending like it's just going to be gone, that's going to make things better. But what about some love, some compassion, some understanding for one another? I think that's the best gift, and I think that's one of the reasons for the season. That's the best gift to give anybody. I
Mhm.
don't care what it is.
It
Um,
is.
and I'm
It
sorry to
is.
say this, I don't mean to step on nobody's toes or say anything, but we all got some work to do in that part.
You better
We
say
all
it.
have some work to do in that part.
You better say it.
Yeah,
When my kids started getting older, and as kids get older, it's like I think somebody made a song, "Parents Just Don't Understand" or something like that. That's the way the kids really start to think about their parents, not realizing that we travel those same roads. We did some of the same things. The only
yeah,
difference between now and then is the time and the fads that were happening during that time. But it's
yeah.
still, you take away those fads and everything's still the same thing.
Same
One
thing.
year, what I did was I gave each one of my kids an envelope, and in the envelope was a coupon, and it said, "This entitles you to one full day with mom, 24 hours uninterrupted." When I tell you, my kids, they sometimes come back and they say that was out of all the gifts they ever received, that was the best gift.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with my mom, and my dad, and that was a turning point for me and my dad, honestly. I gave him a coupon. I said, "Dad, this entitles you to your favorite restaurant and anything else that you would like to do in a 24-hour period." And he looked at me and he said, "Really? What I want to do?" He said, "Because everybody always have something to say about what I want to do." I said, "No, Dad, that's whatever you want to do." And that changed things. He and I, oh my God, we talked, we laughed, we joked. We went to his favorite place, which, excuse me, was the Golden Corral. Um,
Yeah, he used
Yeah,
to
he
love
loved
to
himself
go.
some Golden Corral. He said, "If you got to pay this kind of money, you might as well be able to go in there and eat all you can."
Yeah.
And then found out that towards the end that he loved Atlantic Buffet. So if I had known that, we would have did that too. But just doing different things like that. So some of the best times I've ever had is when I've been able to do one-on-one things with my siblings. I have 5 sisters, and it's hard sometimes when we all get together. Um, because we all have different personalities
Yeah.
and we're all individuals and we're all headstrong. Unfortunately, we're all headstrong. And so sometimes it's hard, but when you just really step back and really look into it, you see they're not as complicated as you think. It's not as complicated.
Yeah, it's
You
not.
just got to be willing to listen, and you also have to be willing to hear. So
Yeah.
understand what I mean by that, listening and hearing. You got to listen and you got to hear at the same time.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Oh, you saying the same thing." No, I'm not. Think about it. Think about it. Sometimes we hear what we want to hear when we want to hear it and how we want to hear it without truly listening and understanding what the message the other person is trying to convey.
And a lot of times
That,
that
mhm.
I'm sorry, a lot of times, you know, and I'm saying this is a great gift. What we're talking about, gift not only to
Mhm.
you, it's a gift I mean, to them, it's a gift to you. It's a gift that keeps
Yeah.
on giving. You know, because you remember these. It's a thing to just say, oh well. So I don't think that this person is worth my time or this and that, or just think of this person as this person has his own ideas. They have their own
Mhm.
saying. They owe, you know what I'm saying? So we all try to find the negative in the situation. Whereas, like Yvonne said, we all have different personalities. We all have different ways of viewing, especially when it's generations. And especially when I speak to my mom see things one way. I see my mom think another. I see another way with my siblings. But once we realize that I'm not you, you're not me. I only can
That's
love you the way
right.
I know how to love you. I can't change you. I can't. But we coming together as a family, that's like the best gift for the holiday,
Ever.
I think. I
Yeah.
believe,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
It's not always about the pocket. I had to realize that. I remember one year, I had a dear friend, and I call her my mom. Her was Mama C. She was Mama C. She went to our church, and this year I didn't have the money to get my kids nothing for Christmas. And I remember I was telling her I'm struggling. I didn't know what I'm gonna do. They expect stuff for Christmas and I don't. So she was like, it's not about that, Vina. Put on your big girl panties. I said, what do you mean? I said, well,
That's right.
I'm not going to be able to. She said, it's not about that, Vina. She said, get them something when you get your income taxes. But you got to
Mm.
teach them, okay?
That's right.
Be with them. You'll have the best moments with them if they know you're not ashamed
Mm.
of because
Mhm.
you cannot give them something, but you really can. You're giving them love. You're showing them something. Find something to do. Do something different. Because we always look at, okay, let's exchange gifts, packages, but we don't never want to exchange the love and the compassion for one
That's
another.
right.
We don't never want to be
That's right.
wrong. We don't never want to feel the thought of, if we come together, maybe all the things that we're having these issues with, or we're trying to deal with, we both got two different views, and when we come together, we'll find out those different views ain't nothing but views and emotions and issues, and then we could come together after we talk about it. I
Mhm.
just believe that's the best season of great gifts. I don't know about you, BFF, but that's where I'm at
Yeah.
today.
Oh yeah. I agree. I'll never forget growing up, and there was some kids that lived around the corner from us, and they really, the house was like little house on the prairie. Um, they got picked on a lot because they didn't have a lot of things that the other kids had in school. Heck, I was bullied in school for a while, so and it made me feel a little bit better to have some of the pressure taken off of me. But Christmas, they it they never got a toy. Their parents just didn't have the money. But let me tell you, their mom and dad would do, I'll never forget it, Christmas Eve, all of a sudden they would have these snowmen that they, now we're in Georgia. It rarely snows in Georgia, but somehow, some way, they put together these snowmen. They invited other kids from the neighborhood to come along. They did these bonfires and whatnot. They sang Christmas carols, the whole 9 yard. And then the next day, Catherine told me that they get up early in the morning and they cook breakfast together and they ate breakfast together. They read their mom would go into the Bible and she would read to them stories about Christ and Jesus's birth. They will bake cookies and all of these other types of things, and they will each get a chance to choose their favorite movie. And this is when Blockbuster had really came on the scene, and they would go and get their favorite movie, and the parents always fixed their favorite dinner, and they always said that that was the best Christmas ever, and
That's
that they couldn't
that's
wait to next year because they didn't know what different their parents were going to do.
yeah,
So when they said they never received a physical gift, they did in so many ways. They received a physical gift and a spiritual gift because that's what set the mark and the tone and the standard for them moving forward.
yeah.
Now Catherine she's a big time attorney here in Atlanta.
Wow.
And yeah, and she to this day she does not buy her children gifts. It's what they do together as a family, as a
Yeah.
unit, and they bring the community in on Christmas Eve. And then as a family, they spend all of Christmas Day together.
Exactly.
How wonderful and amazing is that?
Hmm.
How
Hmm.
wonderful and amazing that
Hmm.
that's what she brought over from her childhood. What some of us may have came back and said, "Oh, we didn't get nothing. They never did this for me. They never did that for me." But at the time, her parents were doing the best that they could with what they had, which
Yeah.
turned into a time-honored tradition for her
Yeah.
and her family. And I always go back to it's the love that they give.
Yeah.
It's the love. And and I'm big on my especially my daughter. She's big on saying, "Mom, we need to bring back some of the traditions. We need to bring back some
Yeah.
of the." She said, "I miss some of the traditions that we had growing up." And sometimes it's sad because we get so caught up in life and we start moving
Yeah.
forward so fast we forget. My daughter, she said to me, she said, "Mommy, we used to go over Grammy's house." She said, as soon as granddad left to go to work on Fridays, which we did because we just wanted that one-on-one time with my mom. As soon as my dad left, we pulled down the driveway and it was on and popping with Barbara Gale
Having
for
fun.
on Fridays. Then daddy was home on Saturdays and we were there again on Saturday and then on Sunday. And this went on for years and years. And it's amazing to know that our kids miss it. Our kids miss it. So that's something that I said, I'm not making a
Yeah.
resolution. I am making a commitment to
Yeah.
bring back that type of a feeling with my mom and my siblings. To those that can come will, and those that can't, okay, maybe they'll catch it the next time.
Exactly.
But every other weekend, I plan on doing something with my mom, whether it's cooking a meal and playing some cards or something like that. Just to
Making them
start bring back those
memories.
time
Bring
honored
back
family.
those
There
memories.
you go.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and let's look at some of these comments. We seldom get together as a family, and Thanksgiving is one day that we do. I enjoy being with my partial family. All I saw was love for each other. We watched a video of my 80th birthday, and everyone felt some kind of way. I cried, some laughter, some on watching themselves as babies and themselves as growing up was yeah we had a precious time we had let me say you and that was memories that's what we that's what look forward to when you say like the reason for the season. I'm really and I'm not detaching myself from what getting gifts. Don't get me wrong, man. I want gifts, but I'm just saying, what would be the best gift you could give someone. There's some love and understanding and compassion is bringing, all kinds of things when it comes down to family. I believe family
Yeah.
is the foundation right there. We always
Yeah.
celebrate the holiday, but never celebrate one another.
Yeah.
It seems. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
Mm-mm,
Yeah, go ahead.
mm-mm.
What
Go
were you
ahead.
saying?
Say it. Go ahead.
Oh, well, no, I was going to put up a comment that Anthony put up here. He said, I'm trying to see it all, and I'm having a hard time seeing it all.
Okay,
Can you see it for me? Let me see.
let me get this one with Robert first, and then I'm gonna take out Dot Eye, and then let's. Good morning, Dot Eye. Let's get this one with Robert, where he said that. What my take on that is, you know what? Our relationship with one another, it has weight, and what I mean by that is, it depends on normally even in relationships is family it it really depends on how close you are, more or less than just celebrate. Because if you look at all of us as far as celebrating one another, you really find too many people celebrating each other because we don't even celebrate ourselves. um I get it. I understand exactly what you're saying, but until we see each other as a family, as a whole, whether it's church family, family, immediate family, whatever family, it makes weight. It really does. And I don't think, I hope I make sense with that. You don't really find too many people celebrating each other at all because we always want to be the highlight, if that's what you mean, Robbie. Holidays is exactly what it is. You know, every year we have a Christmas, we have a Thanksgiving. Um, every holidays we come together. But you really don't find each other, any us celebrating one another because of the weight of our relationships with one another. You know, it's normally un things have not ever been reconciled. We walk around pretending like whatever happens, it happened, and we try to push it up under the rug. So, and then there's things that's going on in the background. So, you know, there's even times that each other don't even like each other, you know, and we pretend we do, but it always it's to me, it's not about celebrating one another. We always look at the holiday as exactly what it is. Um, I don't know if that makes sense. Maybe did that make sense to you, Yvonne? Because you didn't say anything.
Hmm. Makes a lot of sense. No, I was listening because what you're saying is
Yeah,
very powerful.
yeah, yeah,
Um, and it is the unresolved things that hold us back from truly celebrating one another.
yeah,
And I say it all the time. I said, unforgiveness is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die.
yeah.
Um, that's why it meant so much to me to see my family. And that and them really truly enjoy one another without all that, because we've had some animosity along the way, to the point sometimes where different things and events would go on and only certain people would get invited. And but for whatever reason this year, and I know that God is in the midst of it, my cousin said something at my sister's birthday. She said, "What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?" She said, "I want to see all my family together, and it's time to let go. It's time to let go of the animosity, the bad feelings, and all this." And I'm going to tell you something, no truer words are spoken. And when I walked in those doors, you didn't feel any of it. There was no tension, no apprehension, nobody sitting over there cutting the side eyes or any of these types of things. And when people hugged you, it was a genuine hug,
Hmm.
those types of things. So I
And
so
if
I concur with what you're saying.
forgiveness, you know, and sometimes we forgive and we don't know how to forget. Even though it's
Mhm.
easy for us to say, "Oh, I forgave them because I'm talking to them," but then you look around and you find them talking about you. You really
That's
didn't
right.
forgive, or bring
Mm-mm.
if you bring let something happen in that general area that it made you feel a certain way and see
Yeah.
how you react.
Yeah,
Watch
you
how
sitting
you
around
react
allowing stuff to
to my
fester in
yes,
you.
you let yeah. And then if you don't, for me, I like to nip it in the bud. My family could tell you I'm not. If you do something to me, I'm going. I calm down a little bit. I gotta think it out. I might pray about it or whatever. But I know how you made me feel, and it's normally generally what you made me feel, not how you made somebody else feel. I'm the type of person, if I have an issue with you, it's between me and you. If you got an issue with somebody else, that has nothing to do with me, and I'm not
That's
going to
right. You
stop
better
talking
say it.
or talk. I'm not going to talk about that person. I'm not going to talk to that person about it. That's just not my mo. So it's sometimes it sometimes manifests because a lot of times if we don't deal with the issues that happens on hand, it's just more just build up. You just building up more to the point you
Yes.
stop talking to each other. You don't really like each other. You don't like the person in itself, the characteristics of that person. You forget about the
Mhm.
fact that you love them. You forget about the fact that you know it's your family or friends or whatever that. Because I said this to my best friend one time. We was talking about celebrities. I'm gonna get to Anthony's. We was talking
Oh
about
no, no, you.
celebrities, and we said, um, these people doing like Bill Cosby and all of them, they're doing all this good stuff and they did one thing bad. That one thing will just erase all the
Wipe out all the
good. Just
yeah.
right. The same thing with families. You know, we could be childhood friends and you did one thing and now all of that we ever had together is gone because of that one little thing.
Mhm.
And then it comes to the point where your heart is you going to ever forgive them, or you going to forgive them? Like you said, not forget, but you have to confront it. You have to talk
Mhm.
about it.
You have to address it.
You
Yeah,
have
it
to
needs to be talked
address
about.
it. It has to be. Because once you sweep it up under the rug, it's going to come back out. Believe me, it's not staying there. It's
Mhm.
dirt. It's nasty.
Put a band-aid on a wound that
Yeah,
needs stitches. It's never
yeah.
gonna heal.
It's not going to heal. It's not. Sorry. That don't work like that. You can't sweep anything up under the rug and think that it's going to
Mm-mm.
stay there. Because believe it or not, that rug, you come up, you shake that rug, that same residue, that same dirt is in there.
That's right.
Until you clean it, take it out and bang it, do all that trash, you put it in the dustpan and throw it in the garbage. That means you confront it, you talk about it,
That's
and get
right.
rid of it, and then move on.
Move on.
But you can't talk at each other. That's to the point.
That's
That's
right.
another thing. So many people are so focused on trying to get their point across, they
You're
don't
talking at and
realize
around.
they talking at each other and they not listen to each other or
Yeah.
what the other got to say. And sometimes it ain't even about you trying to make the other person feel bad. It's just about listening to the other person and what they got to say. And then
Mhm.
you can go on with the healing. But if you don't listen, you want to heal, but you want that other person to just wait out on you, and you healing over there because you think that everything is okay. That don't work that way. Don't work that way. Because that person got to relieve themselves and be okay with what they got going on too. That's how healing starts. Wondering, guess how communication start? Listening. Start by understanding.
Mhm.
Hey, Tony. Hey, boo boo, Tony. Yvonne, me and Mr. Arthur had some great conversations and stories telling, and yes, he had some stories, LOL. But the best one he told was about the family that when he lit up with excitement the most. When he talk about y'all, of course, I remember Daddy used to just, that man loved his children. He loved
Yeah.
his family. And you right, Tony, he did. He loved his family. He would light up when he talk about his girls, honey. He did right by
Yeah.
y'all. He made some good
I can
children.
hear him now. Marvin. Marvin, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell Pearl say.
Hey, Eric. Hey, baby. Hey. How are you? Who else didn't I speak to this morning? Let me see if I can go up here and see who else. Hey, Dakina. She said, I enjoyed this Thanksgiving with all my family, and I hope it's many more. That's right, Dakina. Yeah, y'all threw down,
Oh,
huh?
hey, sissy.
Yeah, sissy. And then
Look, I
Dada
got sick,
Eye,
sissy. Nobody else did. I did.
and Dada Eye, she's watching. Good morning, sissy. Hey, Dada Eye. And my sister. We got our sisters. We got our family up on this piece. I love it. It's
Yeah.
so wonderful. Let me see what
And,
my. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
and you know something? Somebody said, I can't see who said
Where
this.
at?
But oh, Takina, she says sometimes the person that you have an issue with don't even know because it hasn't been addressed. And
They
Marvin,
know.
that's exactly what you were
Yeah.
saying. That's very important because a lot of times people don't know.
No.
They be like, "What? They
Nope.
mad at me about what? They
Yeah.
upset with me? I don't even know." Sometimes we offend people and we don't even know that we did. We don't
But
even know. And I know
but
me,
when
my tongue's so sharp sometimes it's ridiculous.
but when
And
you
I've had to
find
go
out,
back.
but when you find out, it's the way you have.
The
It's
way you handle it.
handle it.
Are you gonna woman up or man or are you gonna woman up or man up and go to that person and say, "Hey, yo, I was really thinking about something that I said or did, and I apologize."
Hmm.
How many of us can honestly say that we do
Not
that?
too many. It's hard
Yeah.
sometimes to say, I'm sorry. Our children would never learn to love or like one another if they see parents. You just took it off of there. I was just
Oh, did
reading.
I? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
I'm sorry. Go
reading.
back to where you were. I'm sorry. I was trying to
Uh,
scroll up.
hold
Technical
on.
difficulties on my
Yeah,
side, y'all.
please. Thank you. Our children will never learn to love or like one another if they see parents hating one another. They are not liking one another for things they don't even know why. Curse.
That- Yes.
Generational
Yes.
curses.
Who said that?
Robbie. We
Robbie.
we think
That
the
is so true.
curses, yeah. And then we can go far back and probably find that where that's the issue. But right now we gotta talk about what's right now. We're even still cursing our families. That's just a
Mhm.
curse.
Mhm. Cuz something that he said in that is so true because you think about it. Kids learn from you. So if every time you get ready to go around somebody, you making little noises, oh my God, okay, let's go and go get this over with, and so on and so forth. Your kids are going to pick up that same spirit, that
Yeah.
same energy against that other person, and they
Big
don't even know
time.
why.
Big
They don't even
time.
know why.
Big
Kids come in
time.
this world and they are naked and not ashamed, and they just love naturally. And so when you start to put that energy out there, they pick it up.
It's
They pick
funny
it up.
though, our children pick up the way we feel about, oh, here come this person. I can't stand this person.
Mhm.
And a lot of times that you don't even really did anything to that kid. They overheard the parents or somebody
Exactly.
talking about them. They heard a cousin talking. They pick up these type of things, not realizing that, we're teaching our kids how to hate one another or dislike each other. They're going to imitate us, whether you like it or
Mhm.
not. They do. Um, so we got to watch how we treat one another anyway, and then
Yeah.
how we treat them and how we treat people outside our circle. Because our children are watching. Even when we call when the phone ring and we know we ain't here and stuff, and they
Oh
all
my
listen.
God.
You teach your children how. This is what
Yeah.
we teach them. We teach them these type
Yeah.
of things. Yeah.
So, so Marvina, so what would you say the best gift, that you feel that you can give your family this year?
Well, first of all, my best gift I feel like I could give my family right now is to forgive all the things that has happened in the past and start moving on towards the future and start coming and wanting to bring us back together because we have fell down off of that. And I'm praying that after this 2023 is over, that we realize even through you know however that we could come together. So right now, it's about right for me is forgiving and moving on and giving love and giving the love I can. I maybe give them a gift. I don't know. We'll think about that.
That is a great gift because for me, I feel that the best gift I can give my family is forgiveness and restoration.
Yeah, I love the
Forgiveness for
restoration.
for anything that I
Yep.
feel has been, um
Yeah.
and not just I feel that's kind of selfish. Forgiveness for any misunderstandings along the way,
Yeah.
and forgiveness of self for things, because sometimes we don't forgive ourselves
Yeah.
in order to be able to move forward, and so sometimes you have to be willing to say I forgive myself in order to forgive others. And then
Yeah.
the other one is restoration, helping to bring back some of these time honored traditions
And
that we
restore
grew up
our
with.
love and
Yeah,
understanding for why we love each other. That unconditional love.
that's it. Yeah,
That's not, and I understand everybody's going, you got your gossipers, you got your people that don't take no mess. You got all these different type of characteristics when it comes down to family members, but you just realize everybody is who they are because of what they've gone through, not because of the way they treat you. So I try myself not to take things too personal, unless they come at me, then I'm ready.
I'm
Yeah,
mad at
you
you.
know, you know that, we almost done today, girl.
I'm mad
I'm
at you.
You know me. You know me. Okay, babies, and I thank y'all all for being part of another segment of What's in the Bag. Y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. 1 hour and y'all stick with us. Y'all love your comments.
Yes.
If you have anything that you want to talk about, what's in your bag, I'm welcoming y'all to come on and talk to us and tell us what you got going on. You want to market, you want to do a review, you can even get on here if you got something to say. You don't want nobody to see your face. we can just put, a emoji or
We could
something
change your
there.
voice
We can
and
change your
hide
voice
you
if you
out.
want, or you could call in and we could talk about it that way. Sometimes we got to hear what's in people's bags, and everybody don't want to be seen, but they don't mind being heard. So let's go ahead and come and let us know. Go join our group. Come in and DMS on what's in the bag, and let us know that you got something that you want to talk about. You want to empty your bag. I'm excited about that because we got some other things that's coming up. You got something? Who did you do that? You did? Did you do that?
Girl, I'm having technical difficulties over here. Overlook me.
Also, also, we got the Facebook directory. We're still asking people if you want to go ahead on and come in and join that and post some
Yeah,
things. So I don't care what it is. Basically, if you want, you have a event get ready to come up, and you want other people to be able to join in. That's even part of what's in the bag. You can come in and put your events. You got some marketing, or some things that you want to get out there. I mean, you got grand openings coming up, you got holidays coming up. You know what place where you can get the best sales, somewhere where people
that's
can
right.
shop, you can help somebody, where the turkey is, where the free food is. Come on, get on what's in the bag directory and put it
I'm
in
hopping.
there. Help people. We ain't here, we're not asking you for a dime, we ask you to help other people. You help people to help you to help
That's right.
us. You can't keep it unless you give it away. Come on now. Come on now. Give it,
All right then.
put it in there. Put it on in there. Also, all you people who don't know, you got those that don't like get on Facebook on Saturdays. We also have it on YouTube every Saturday morning, exactly time as you are 9 a.m. Eastern. We are live. And also, you could go in there
Hmm.
and see every segment we've done so far. Hey, that's a
Like,
blessing.
share.
Yes,
No,
yes.
subscribe.
Scribe.
Subscribe, and share.
She like to say that. So
I
basically,
sure do.
that's her thing. That's my BFF. She got me. I'm telling you, I be thinking something and she'll do it. Have you ever had somebody when you thinking it and their phone ring, you be like, "How you know I was about to pick up the phone and
That's
call you"?
that's me and her all the time.
That's my BFF. But anyway, yeah, so you come on and check us out on YouTube and subscribe and like, share, all that good stuff. So, and also you see on that bottom on that TikTok, the tickety tick where it's showing our Cash App. All
The
you
titty
people,
tit.
if you want to sow a seed to the Cash App to help us to keep what's in the bag going, we have to pay for this little all these things every month. Lights, we gotta pay for. We get ready to
Lights, water,
move it to,
gas,
yes. We get ready to move to new
studio,
locations.
everything.
We're really looking to just move, expand, and with
Yeah.
some help. I mean, you sow a seed, whatever you can sow. I ain't asking y'all for a great bit, but you can go to what's in a dollar sign, what's in the bag 21, and throw a little change in there, help the family out, get to keep the stuff going. You can help us to
Hmm.
help you, because we ain't asking for so. People come on here, we ain't asking nobody to give them no money to do this. We're
Mm-mm.
actually giving a great service. Um,
Hmm.
actually nonprofit. So, and we're not in here to just be seen. I could have just made this the What's in the Bag Marvina show. But I bring people on so they can talk about what's in their bag. It's not always about my testimony. And I can evangelize without even saying a word. I can be who I am by allowing other people to be who they are. And that's what What's in the Bag is here for, to help others. So if you want to be a help, share, let them know What's in the Bag is out there. Let them know that, we're growing. We're looking to be a household name. And I love what I do. How about you, BFF? You like what you do?
You know I do.
Oh, I love
Yes,
this.
ma'am.
I love this. I
Yes,
love being a service. It might be different because of the generation now. This ain't something that was going on when we were kids. We couldn't just get on here and start giving our services and loving on y'all and telling y'all what's going on and letting people come and speak. We got our own little platform now. We just asking for a
ma'am.
little help. That's dollar sign What's in the Bag 21. Just a little help. You ain't gotta ask. Just put it in there. Just write in a note. Just say this is, love offering, whatever it is. But we'll definitely appreciate it. I promise
That's
you,
it.
you will know. You'll see the growth. Your money and everybody else's money will come in handy. Girl, I love you. Y'all have a wonderful day. What you got to say, BFF?
Hey guys, it's beautiful out there, and and as I always say, at the end of the day, stay blessed, be a blessing. Listen to what I'm saying, be a
Be a
blessing to
blessing.
someone else, especially during this holiday season.
Amen.
And as always, stay blessed. Love you guys.
Hey, love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. I hope y'all got something from this because I had a lot of time, a lot of thought through it. We talked about it. Y'all be about it. Ah.
That's right, love it.